Hello there, and welcome back to Friendonkey Wrestling Season 2. We are in the go-home show ahead of Night of Champions, and staring us in the face in the main event this evening is the FDW Women's Champion, who will be representing us at the pay-per-view, where every match is a supremacy match. It's champions only. You need to own a belt if you want entry into that pay-per-view, and Bianca Belair has earned her right to be there. But in a prelude to that, one man who has also earned his right to be there is Seth Rollins, much to the ire of Ilya Dragunov. It was originally supposed to be all the mid-card champions, Intercontinental, United States, and TV champion, facing each other in triple threat action. However, this caught the ire of Ilya Dragunov, who, lest we forget, has been dominant when he steps between the ropes. He claims that there is more than one mid-card champion here on FDW, and he's absolutely correct. So in this champion versus champion matchup, the winner will represent FDW in the mid-card triple threat. He'll be stepping into the ring with Raw's United States champion and Smackdown's Intercontinental champion. Will it be Seth Rollins or will it be either Dragunov? No gold on the line here, just an opportunity to represent the brand. Both men with a huge point to prove here. Seth with a storied history here at FDW since day one, fighting to the top, falling from grace a little bit, clawing his way back. A fantastic TV title defense a couple of episodes ago against Karrion Kross. Now he stands across the ring from the Cruiserweight champion, who truly deserves to represent the brand. And I must say I agree with Dragunov on this one. He's right. We can't just give Seth opportunities, and Seth more than happy to earn them. Dragunov, wonder if he can continue his dominance, which earned him the Cruiserweight Championship, and which sees him fully aligned with Imperium. Last time out we saw him go one-on-one with Drew McIntyre, where he picked up the 1-2-3 on that occasion. Huge upset, already looking to get a 1-2-3 over Seth and get the job done early. Early one count there from Dragunov. Should Dragunov win here, he would prove that he is the most dominant champion on FDW. Having secured a pinfall victory over the world champ, now seeking to go through the TV champ. Showing that he is not just an afterthought as Seth busts out the standing shooting star press and follows it up with some quick strikes. Dragunov, a very worthy champion in his own right, claiming the Cruiserweight Championship early on, ripping it from Ricochet. Still yet to defend it, but on that note, we'll be seeing in action later on this evening Cedric Alexander versus Ricochet in a number one contender fight. They earned their opportunity last week after overcoming Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa in tag action. They go one-on-one. Winner gets Dragunov. As Dragunov seeks a high-risk drop kick, Seth sees it coming and scoots out the way. Seth rolls through into the schoolboy kick, and there it is. Seth much more focused since being dethroned of the World Championship. Hits yet another standing shooting star press. And that focus has perhaps given him the renewed confidence that he needed. Pulling double duty as champion, it's enough to wear anyone down. So many eyes on you, so many targets. Just people waiting to stab you in the back. As Dragunov tees off on Rollins. Count of 7 now, and is Dragunov going to be taking the Imperium route by winning via countout? Seth Rollins strutting round the ring. I don't know what he thinks he's doing, he needs to get it done between the ropes. count out losses. Still a loss here. Dragunov, huge, almost midsection Uranagi spike there to Seth Rollins, and followed up with a traditional Uranagi. It's that strong smash mouth style of Ilya Dragunov we've seen, followed up with deceptive power, which is perhaps what caught the gaze of Gunter. He finds himself aligned with Imperium. Ilya dragging Seth across the top rope. Another underhanded tactic. Huge suplex there to the TV champion. Dragunov in control. Also still to come this evening, as we said, we will be seeing up Bianca Belair in singles action. She seeks a tune-up match ahead of her triple threat at the pay-per-view. She'll be taking on the one and only Bayley. Bayley on a bit of form lately, having a couple of victories. It hasn't gone unnoticed by management nor the women's champion. Back and forth between Ilya Dragunov and Seth Rollins. Seth plants Dragunov in the middle of the ring. And the FDW faithful getting their money's worth as usual. Seeing all the champs, fighting champs, no one sitting back and taking it easy. Speaking of champs, we'll also be seeing the world champion, the men's world champion in singles action, taking on Tyler Breeze. As Drew looks to prove that he too has what it takes. As Seth Rollins hits a pedigree on Ilya Dragunov. First successful pedigree of the season, I believe, and there's Seth going for the underhanded tactics as well. Stooping to Imperium's level. Dragunov not moved since taking that pedigree. Seth almost taken aback. As Seth looks to connect with the stomp, Dragunov sees it coming and hits him with a cutter on the way down. Dragunov busted open, but only a 1 count there on Seth Rollins. Dragunov bleeding for the opportunity to represent the brand. Showing he wants to be the mainstay of FDW. That he can be the foundation. Tearing down the pillar that was Ricochet, looking to knock down the next pillar that is Seth Rollins, as he busts Seth Rollins open now, and both these men bleeding for the brand, as Jimmy looks to fix the turnbuckle, distracted momentarily. Could that have been 3? The crowd chanting fight forever, and quite rightly so. Jimmy fixing the turnbuckle, and Seth looking to maintain control of the matchup. Manhandling Ilya Dragunov around the ring, bouncing off the ropes. Big lariat there, turning Ilya Dragunov inside out. Bloodied and beaten, Seth hits the cover, and it's only a 2 count. Neither man wanting to quit in this matchup, as there it is. Seth Rollins switching gear, going to that place. Elbow to the back of Dragunov. And has Dragunov bitten off more than he can chew? He laid down the challenge, and Seth more than happy to rise to the occasion to prove that dethroning him from the World Championship has done nothing to dampen his spirits. Dragunov, huge airlift there, as he hooks the leg of Seth Rollins, blood pouring from his face. Only a 1 count. Still not enough to take down Seth Rollins. The focus on Rollins since losing the World Championship. He's got all of his attention in representing the TV title. D-trigger knee from Rollins to the Cruiserweight Champion. As he tees him up and stomps him down. Curb stomp from Rollins. Is that enough? Dead to rights, middle of the ring. And your winner, Seth Rollins. Once again, pushed to the limit.
Here is your winner, Seth
Standing tall as the TV champion. And representing the purple brand at Night of Champions, it will be Seth Rollins. He'll go head-to-head with the US and IC champion from Raw and Smackdown in what is sure to be an absolutely quality matchup. As it stands, the United States champion is Dominic Mysterio, and the Intercontinental champion could change hands, as there is still an episode of Smackdown to go before we get there. But switching gears to the world title, or at least the world champion, Drew McIntyre in singles action against Tyler Breeze. We haven't seen Tyler Breeze since Money in the Bank, coming up short on that occasion, losing out to CM Punk. Put in a stellar performance though did Tyler Breeze, as did every man in the matchup. Still looking to get his name out there, looking to take those opportunities. Taking on the FDW World Champion, Drew McIntyre. Drew can't be too happy with himself after taking a loss last time out. But we've seen this from Drew. He takes a loss and he comes back in full force. What has he got in store for Tyler Breeze here this evening? Tyler may be flamboyant. He may seem a little bit unorthodox. But make no mistake, when he's between the ropes, he can go. As the crowd chants that Breeze is gorgeous, all that gorgeousness translate to success. As Breeze takes control of the matchup, taking things to the world champion. A win here for either man has got to feel good, particularly for Breeze. Huge swinging DDT off the second rope. And a leg drop from Breeze to Drew McIntyre. Thinking ahead to Night of Champions, Drew McIntyre will be in action, as he looks to get an easy 3 count here, or an early 3 count on Tyler Breeze. Drew McIntyre will be going up against Raw's World Champion Braun Strowman and SmackDown's WWE Champion Cody Rhodes. Speaking of whom, Cody has announced that he'll be putting up the undisputed WWE Championship up for grabs, crowned for the first time at the Royal Rumble last season. In an effort to decide a champion of champions. The landscape changed since then, as we saw Gunther representing Raw, Bobby Lashley from NXT, and the one and only Bronson Reed from FDW, all overthrown by Cody Rhodes. What will Cody have against Drew and Braun? Drew needing to pick up a win here to go into that match with momentum, as that's going to be quite the matchup. As he looks for a big sidewalk slam on Tyler Breeze. Hook to the leg, could it be 3? Dug with a 1, dug with a 2, and dug with a 3. Big win there for McIntyre.
Here is your winner.
Getting the job done en route to Night of Champions. As the crowd cheer him on, he will need to represent FDW and potentially bring home even more gold to the brand, as he has something to fight for. Switching gears back to cruiserweight action, Ricochet, Cedric Alexander. Not the first time these two have met, but this time there is more to fight for. Winner gets Dragunov on an episode of FDW. Ricochet, desperate to get back to winning ways. No stranger to championship success. Again coming up short in the Money in the Bank ladder match, he put in a stellar performance against the likes of Wyatt, Breeze and Punk.
The following is scheduled for one fall.
Proving that he wants to be king of the cruiserweights.
From Las Vegas, Nevada,
He'll need to get past the hungry Cedric Alexander, hungry for that success. Looking to convert opportunities into championships. Phase 1, teaming with this man, defeating DIY. Phase 2, overcoming the partner from last week. Phase 3 will be dethroning Ilya Dragunov. No easy feat. But I'm sure one of these men is up for the challenge. Which one that will be, we're about to find out. Referee Jimmy calling for the bell now. Cedric Alexander immediately getting the momentum on his side. He flies off the ropes. And looks for an early pinfall. 2 count already. I don't think we've ever seen that from Ricochet. Caught off guard so early on with an early 2 count. Is that hunger of Cedric Alexander going to be enough to overthrow Ricochet? With a modified crossbody there in the corner. Huge super kick from Ricochet, knocking Cedric for 6. Ricochet with a 2 count nearly. Not quite. Over the top rope goes Ricochet, and that's what makes him the highlight of the cruiserweights and one of the core pillars of FDW. As they spill to the outside, brawling near the FDW faithful. Count of 3 now. Ricochet back between the ropes. Count of 5 is Rick Harris, but no, he doesn't. Shooting star press to the outside. Who's ever seen athleticism like it? Time and time again in Ricochet matches. A1 of FDW, and still he continues to surprise us every time he steps between the ropes. Just when their opponents, or his opponent, thinks they've got him figured out, he does something wild and crazy like so. Crossbody to the outside, but it didn't quite connect. Cedric with it scouted. As momentum shifts back to Cedric Alexander. Ricochet, a 2-time Cruiserweight champion, 1-time TV champion. Decorated performer here at FDW. Cedric seeking to follow in Ricochet's footsteps. Split leg moonsault off the top rope. And that will keep Ricochet on his toes. But when Ricochet's on his toes, that's when he's arguably at his most dangerous. Spills to the outside as Cedric gears himself up. Jimmy looking to get all of his TV time. Tope suicida from Cedric Alexander to Ricochet. Ricochet's immediately back to his feet. What's it gonna take? The crowd chanting that this is awesome, and it certainly is. The highlight of FDW every time they step between the ropes of the cruiserweights. Huge rotating crossbody from Ricochet there, just using all that momentum, throwing his own weight around and using his body as a weapon. Nothing scares that man. But a lumbar check from Cedric Alexander. 2 knees to the sternum. Big suplex there to follow up. Cedric dragging Ricochet back into the ring. Swift boot there from Ricochet, catching Cedric off guard, and is that all he needed to get the upper hand? Cedric with a reversal. Cedric Alexander sniffs his opportunity. A chance at Cruiserweight Gold. A chance to immortalise himself. That's what's on the line. He reverses Ricochet into a Spanish fly. Hook to the leg. Only a 2 count on the one and only. Cedric's going to need to dig a little deeper than that as he taunts Ricochet to get back to his feet. Kick to the midsection, gets him up. Huge inverted slam there, dropping Ricochet right on his head. It's a 2 count. And Ricochet still with the wherewithal to kick out. Acting on instinct, it would appear, as Cedric now needs to go to the top rope. Huge crossbody that Cedric misses. Ricochet senses it coming. Big miss there, and is that enough? Ricochet hooked to the leg, 2 count, seeking to capitalise on Cedric's mistake. We feel we're in the endgame now. Standing shooting star press. The FDW staple from Ricochet. Quick uppercut. Cedric heads to his favourite place, the top rope. Shooting star press. It connects. And the #1 contender, Ricochet, once again climbing the mountain.
Here is your winner.
Could he do the unthinkable? Could he become a 3-time champion? Dragunov, beware. A Ricochet hunting you down is something to be scared of. And last but not least, before we head into Night of Champions, your main event this evening, Bianca Belair, who's just been on absolute form since day 1 of Season 2. Not put a foot wrong. Ripping the title from Rhea Ripley at Backlash,
Making her way to the ring from
and
Knoxville, Tennessee,
taking on all comers.
Women's World Champion,
Successfully defending against Liv Morgan, granting opportunities now to the women after having been blindsided for so many times by the former women's champion Rhea Ripley. Belair now granting an opportunity to Bayley. With the old Belair adage, if you can beat me, you can challenge me. Tiffany Stratton unable to beat her. Kairi Sane unable to beat her last time out. Will Bayley be able to break the mould? This is perhaps Belair's biggest challenge. A former champion in her own right here on the channel. But she seeks to immortalise her name in FDW. She's going to have to overcome her first. Gold not on the line in this match. But you beat Belair, you'll be granted a championship match. Her words, not ours. Bayley immediately flung to the outside. Now Belair is the champion, so she will also be at Night of Champions, stepping into the ring in triple threat action against Raw's Women's Champion, their World Champion Ronda Rousey, and the Smackdown Champion Asuka, which I'm sure is going to be a fantastic and spicy matchup. Asuka again, a bit of a favourite here on the channel, always sniffing championship success whenever there's a shout. The niffler that is Asuka. Belair with a big spear now. Belair's going to be quite the competitor in that matchup, as she is in this one. Just demonstrating her power once again, throwing Bayley around like a rag doll. Bayley kicking out at 1 now. Bayley flung so hard into the rope she spilled to the outside as Belair sets in the stomps. Night of Champions, we will also be seeing the tag team champions going head to head in triple threat tag team action. We've already seen the mid card, and it's now confirmed that Seth Rollins will be representing FDW, as will Drew McIntyre, with the undisputed championship on the line in that match. A huge power bomb there from Bianca Belair to Bayley. She too is looking to get momentum on her side, just like Drew, just like Seth. She's got to be thinking all the brands are going to be watching each other very carefully. Count of 8, and we're back between the ropes. Big suplex there from Bayley to Belair as Belair quickly hops back to her feet. Bayley maintaining that wrist control of Belair and able to maintain control of the matchup. All eyes on Bayley in this one. Can she find a chink in the armour of Belair? No one's been able to find it so far. Bayley to the top rope. She did this last week against Cora Jade. This time coming off the top with a double axe handle, which flattens Belair and brings her down to the mat. Both women going hell for leather now on the outside. Count of 3. And a count-out victory would do nothing for the confidence of either woman, I believe. Bayley needs to prove that she has what it takes to properly defeat Bianca Belair. And Belair, count-out does nothing for her, as there will be no count-outs. There will be no disqualifications at Night of Champions. She's going to need to dig deep. We've already seen it from Belair. The brawls with Ripley. Being blindsided. She just has that level of brutality and extremism to go the extra mile. But Bayley going toe to toe with Belair, keeping up with her blow for blow, as well as she drops like another suplex and shots to the back. Look, you've got to remove the power of Belair if you can have any hopes. There's press from Bayley. Belair seeks to take charge once again. The FDW crowd really getting their money's worth here this evening. Seeing every champion in action. Well, nearly every champion, barring the Usos. They'll be taking on the Dudley Boys from Smackdown and the Judgment Day from Monday Night Raw. Only a 1 count there from Bianca Belair, showing that she's going to need to really go that extra mile to take down Bayley, as Bayley is hungry for this. She wants that opportunity. She's beaten Cora Jade. She's beaten Kairi Sane. Can she beat Belair? Doing this traditionally, Bayley getting psyched up. Running knee into the corner. That might have Belair dazed and confused after weeks of matchups. Only a 1 count. What's it gonna take to take down Belair? Drops the elbow coming off the ropes there from Bayley. As she now climbs to the top and seeks to put this away for good. Oh, to Macho Man, big elbow drop from Bayley. Here comes the pin. only a 2 count, and Bayley's going to need to keep on the offense. She's close to 3, close to taking down the champion, and close to securing a championship match. She thought about putting her away, but Belair with it scouted. She sensed the end coming and just found that little bit extra. Belair just demonstrating her power. Had Bayley in the powerbomb position, but just fall away. Immediately re-season controlled the matchup. She gets Bayley up on her shoulders. We've seen this be the end before. Could it be also the same for Bayley? KOD. And there, standing tall, Bianca Belair once again. As Rhea Ripley's music hits and... what? Ripley strutting down to the ring over her shoulder. Is that... that's the Liberty title. Talk about adding insult to injury. Ripley looking to get in Bianca Belair's head just as well as beat her down, it would appear. As I throw things all over the floor. Well, I am shocked and appalled. I don't know where Rhea Ripley found that title, but she's clearly got it to rub it in Bianca Belair's face. Some channel history for you if you haven't watched season 1 of Universe Mode. In Smackdown, Bianca Belair, former Liberty champion, never ever dropped that title. And it appears that Rhea Ripley is looking to dig up the past to really take it to Bianca Belair. Well, what's going to happen now, I do not know. But I'm very much looking forward to finding out. And I hope you are too. So stay tuned, as next time out, it'll be an all-champions affair. I'm looking forward to it, and I hope you are too. Catch you soon.